Hello, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a little bit since I last posted. I'm sorry. The holidays just kind of got crazy and at work we're a bit understaffed right now. But hopefully you liked this video. I tried to make it in the past, but it didn't work out very well. And I'm attempting it again today. If you've seen my Instagram or my Facebook, you may have seen some post about soap I've made, and this video is going to actually be a soap making video. Last time the soap did not work out, which occasionally happens, but hopefully it comes around this time. Yeah. Also, happy holidays to everyone. I didn't get to wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving, but I hope y'all had a great one, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, guys. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing is I have to measure out the sodium hydroxide or lye, whatever you want to call it, whichever one you prefer. Anyway, it calls for, seems like there's a little bit of moisture in my bottle. Anyway, it calls for 3.8 ounces if it'll come out. Because right now, it's kind of clumpy. But it's Ella. Come on. This is like going very slow. There's a clump. Okay, this bottle's empty. We're so far at 3.5 ounces. I really don't want to get this on me. That will hurt. By the way, please be careful and like be safe and wear gloves. Don't be a me, because if this stuff gets on you, it will burn. Well, if it gets wet, really, but. And I just put too much. Put like 4. And also, soap making, the measurements have to be exact, because if it's not, bad things happen, like messed up soap. Like last time I tried to make this video, the soap was extremely lye heavy and it fell apart trying to cut it. I'm gonna just lay this off to the side. Okay, next I'm going to measure out 8.6 ounces of water. This is for the lye solution. Okay. So now I'm going to mix the lye and the water. From my research before I actually did this, I learned something very valuable, which I've never messed up, but I have had to think about. So, when you're doing this, you're supposed to mix the lye into the water, and not the other way around. People say bad things happen, and I don't know what happens, and I really don't want to know what happens, but I heard it's bad. So, we're not gonna do that. Okay, so I got this little spatula thing to mix the mixture. Because sometimes it likes to stick to the bottom of this little container right here. I don't know. This is hard to do whenever I'm using one hand. Okay. Try not to splash it on yourself. I've never done that, but I don't want to do it. Okay. And this stuff gets hot pretty quickly, so please be careful and cut on an exhaust fan, because it lets out these fumes that are not good to breathe in. So I know y'all can't see the fumes on camera, but there is fumes. And I like to just test. So. That's not going. Focus. Still not focusing. And now it's gone. But the temperature is, oh there it goes. It's 185.7. So this stuff gets really hot really fast. Okay, so next I'm gonna measure out 7 ounces of olive oil. I almost forgot what it was called. So I got 7 ounces of olive oil and coconut oil, grapeseed oil, and avocado oil. I just did 8. I went over by a lot. Now I'm under. Okay, I'm at 7 now. I just shot my cap off. Okay, now I'm gonna measure out 7 ounces of coconut oil, which is solid, so I'll have to melt it down. Alright, there's 7. And I'm just gonna move the camera over here. I know, it's awful. I'm sorry. So, I'm just gonna put it in this pot. Alright, now I'm gonna wait for that to melt down before I add it to the olive oil, which is in a bowl on the table. So now I'm gonna measure out 7 ounces of grapeseed oil. By the way, guys, you can get all these ingredients at your local grocery store, so you don't need to feel the need to go order stuff off of Amazon. Now, if I was doing my shea butter soap, I would have to order shea butter off of Amazon. And I just prefer being able to make it sooner rather than later. And I'm gonna add this to the mixture on the table, which the coconut oil is still melting down. So it's kind of dark over there. Okay, so the coconut oil, this pot's hot, is melted down. And I'm just going to add it to the rest. The last oil I will be pouring and adding, and I can't see myself. There. My mother back there leaving the restroom. The last oil I'll be measuring now is avocado oil, and I'll be doing 7 ounces of that too. I just opened up the avocado oil and got it all over me. By the way, guys, this stuff is really expensive, so if you don't want to use it, you'll have to change your numbers. I use Brambleberry, which you cannot see. I use their lye calculator to help get my numbers correct, but you'll be using 7 ounces of this. Avocado oil is like $14 just for this bottle, which is really expensive for an oil, but it's nice. So that's how I'm using it, and I got too much avocado oil. By the way, I've been leaving it out, but I've been measuring out everything 2 times, except for the lye solution, because I only have 1 lye container. But the oils I've been measuring out 2 times because I'm trying to make 2 batches of soap and get them both ready. But one of them is the main focus of this video. Which of course at the end I will show you all of them, but for now I'm showing you one. Okay, now I'm going to add it to the rest. Okay, so now I'm adding the avocado oil. Let me see if I can get this to go pan out a little bit. Alrighty. Next, I'm going to be adding titanium dioxide. No, it's not a chemical. It's a natural colorant that just turns the soap white, because soap naturally has a yellow color and I just don't think it looks very pretty. Like, who likes having yellow soap? Not unless you're making like pure lye soap, then I understand having it that yellowish color. Also, don't mix it too fast or it may splatter you. And even though it's just the oils and the lye is not in there yet, it's still very, very hot. Like, the coconut oil is literally just taken off of the burner, so it's still hot. Okay, now I'm just gonna lay this here because I always get oil all over the table. Don't leave your stick blender in your bowl. I've done that before. And no. The mixture fell on the floor and I lost like over half of it. It was bad. That happened last year. Okay, now I'm adding the lye mixture. I'm not adding it to this bowl. I'm adding it to this one because so far I've only made one lye mixture. Okay. Normally I would have already done this, but I'm off today. So I'm using this essential oil by doTERRA and it's the Northern Escape. My dad just really likes the smell and he's like, you need to make some soap that smells like that. So that's why the soap's being made today. Which it smells very, very good. I don't like my soap too thick, and I also don't like it too watery. For one, I just find it's harder to use when it's really thick, but the colors don't mix as well when it's super watery, so I look for a medium consistency. And the messy workplace I have here. Get away from my camera bag, Waylon. I decided to use a lot of different browns since it is more of a men scent. Sorry for messing with my camera right then. I just didn't like the angle. I still don't like the angle. Okay. Hopefully that's better. Anyway, so this is coffee, which I'm almost out of. I don't know why I chose a color that's almost gone. And now I'm just going to divide the mixture up, which I will keep some of it in this bowl. Not a lot of it apparently. And sorry Mom, I got it all over the table again. ahead and get that mold ready and pour the last of the mixture into this measuring cup. Very, very messy. My mother loves it. By the way, the colors are coming out very nice, actually. Except for this one in the middle. It looks kind of black. I was kind of hoping it would be like a nicer brown color, but it's like really... I just poured a lot. My cell phone's ringing. I'm gonna take this and I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My phone just started ringing. My dad was calling. Okay, add more. Very reddish. That's brown, very dark brown. And this, I was hoping it'd be a nice color like this, but it looks sort of orange. It says maple on it, but it still looks very orange to me. Like, it looks gold, like a goldy orange, but I thought it was gonna look more gold, but I mean, it's still nice, it's not ugly. It's just, it's okay. By the way, if you do this often, then you probably know that, like, if you leave the, well, for one, I've realized that if I leave the soap alone, it tends to really thicken up bad, and it's just a lot harder to mess with. And I personally don't like it when it's really hard to mess with. I was looking for something to prop this mold up, and I guess I'll just use my phone. This is going great. A lot better than last time, honestly. Last time the soap was too lye heavy, and it just it started breaking apart really bad when I was cutting it, and there was no saving it. I hot processed it and it just wasn't pretty. And I was like, I don't want to put that on YouTube. Cause I want to make stuff that I'm proud of. And it just wasn't something I was proud of doing. It just didn't look good. Let me see. This is the soap so far. I'm kind of doing a corner. Oh, that's breaking apart. Now I'm mixing it back up. I'm pouring it from the corner to give it a nice swirl effect in the mold. Now once it does become too full, I will have to put it flat. But I just think the colors come out a lot prettier when it's done. The swirl looks a lot prettier when it's done from the center. Or from the corner, not the center. Normally I did do the center pores. And then I would swirl them myself. Oh, I put a lot. Which I'll probably flatten that out now. I got soap on my phone. This happens. I should have grabbed another spatula, but I didn't. Also, try not to get this on you because it does burn your skin. So I've done it plenty of times. Every time I usually make soap, because of washing it, I tend to get my hands all in it, and it burns my cuticles off, my fingernails. That just shows you what lye can do to you. So please, be careful. Okay, so now the colors are poured. Now, I have a color spoon. I use it. Yeah, here it is. I have a spoon for color because every time I do this, I always end up using it to help me with swirls. And I was just tired of getting a new one every time I did this. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a spoon. Okay, there you go. Let me see. Can't really move it because it's still very watery. Try to hold this camera up. I don't trust this new tripod at all. But that's the soap. And later on, after it cures, I will cut it and show it to y'all. I can't find my screen. There, sorry. After it cures, I will cut it up and show it to y'all. So, see you then. Which will probably be later this evening because this stuff tends to take about all day to, well, not cure, but dry enough to cut. And maybe even cut tomorrow, depending if I do anything this afternoon. So, okay. So, I let this soap sit overnight and it hardened. I've already cut 3 batches, but I still have the last one, which looks like it's set pretty good. I had a big problem with it not setting good lately, and I was like, please don't mess up, and it didn't. So I'm gonna cut it for y'all, and that'll be the end of this video. So I'm gonna go do that. Thanks, Keith. Here, miss. I'm just gonna take the volume out of this one anyway. Maybe do music or something. It's just not going good. This is a lot softer than the other ones. I think I have water in the bottom of the I made a mess. This is the side. Trying to get some of these flakes off there. The coloration's nice. Kenzie comes in. Does this look cute? Me, I'm doing stuff. Okay. So now all the soap is cut and it all went well. I didn't have any issues, thank goodness, because last couple of times I've made it, I've been using a new recipe and I tweaked it and it seems to have worked. So I'm just gonna let this cure for 4 to 6 weeks, and yeah, I guess I'll start selling it or using it myself. I don't know. You'll probably see a post of it go up on Instagram or Facebook sometime soon, so you can look out for that. And I'll see y'all in the next video, which I'll show you a quick preview of all the soaps so you know what they look like. So these are all the soaps. That's the ones I just cut, those ones right there. And I have this one, which the camera's not really focusing on. I put some gold on the top, as you can see on this one better than this one. And this camera's still not wanting to focus very well. Which I'm using a whole bunch of new scents I've never used before. So I don't know how the oils are gonna smell, or the smell, but they smell good. So I'm using a lot of doTERRA oils in these soaps, and I don't normally do that. I was like, let's try something different. The colors came out really good, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I'll post some pictures up of the soaps once they're a little bit harder because they're kind of soft right now. I cut them prematurely because I wanted to get the video done. This is behind the scenes. How's it going, Kenzie? How's that breakfast? Okay, so all the I said that so wrong. All the soap is cut.
And as when she starts recording me, yada.
This is too good.
Oh. I thought you were just practicing.
No.
Oh. Continue.
Okay, so all the... I just hit this stool. Got a box. I got a box of Clorox. Okay.
You good, bro?
I'm good. I just every time I try to do it, I mess up.